With just a few months to go for the general elections, Rahul Gandhi, the number 2 of the Congress party, came out with a candid confession. Speaking at the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Rahul said he knows what it's like when the industrialists come to AGMs with bad news. That bad news is, of course, all about the Congress party's recent performance in the assembly elections. But Rahul, ever the optimist, is still hopeful of a quick turnaround. And part of that process includes getting senior leaders like Jayanthi Natrajan out of their ministries and back into the party fold ahead of the elections.
We didn't really hit a 6 in the last election. We didn't do as well as we expected. Go back a long
An honest admission by Rahul Gandhi that things didn't look pretty right now, but also expressed his hope for a quick turnaround.
We will renew ourselves and will fight strong and confident in order to protect the values of tolerance and compassion that are the essence of India.
This promise of a revamp comes on a day when Environment Minister Jayanthi Natrajan resigned from the Union Cabinet. Reports suggest more ministers could be asked to step down and come back to the party to strategize for 2014. Like Jairam Ramesh was drafted back into the party just ahead of the 2009 polls. And Rahul made his intentions clear while speaking to captains of industry at FICCI's annual general meet. Congress's 2014 strategy would start by tackling UPA 2's challenges.
And corruption is bleeding our people dry. This week we took a huge step, a massive step. We passed the Lokpal bill. That our government has done more to combat corruption than any other government.
Rahul Gandhi keeps quiet, whether it's 2G, whether it is Colgate, whether it is Commonwealth Ghotala, or whether it is Adarsh scam, but only keeps on saying law was passed by us.
High inflation on the back of high food prices is an immediate concern. Beating inflation is our top priority. The real issue, frankly, in all these things, whether it's environment, whether it's land acquisition, it's arbitrary power.
Clearly, the Congress number 2 wants a course correction, and there is talk about drafting younger leaders back into the party.
ये कोई नई बात नहीं है। पिछले गत 7-8-10 सालों में समय-समय पर बहुत से लोग संगठन से सरकार में आए हैं और सरकार में काम करने के बाद वापस संगठन में गए।
After the recent election drubbing, an organizational revamp perhaps was inevitable, but the question is this too late now? Can the Congress really turn around? With Hina Gambhir, Sandeep Phukan, NDTV.
Well, he's been criticized for not being assertive enough in the run-up to the general elections, a shadow of the public persona of Narendra Modi. But today, Rahul Gandhi was impressive as he took his message to industry in India.
Unfortunately, good news about this government doesn't seem to sell newspapers these days. Recently, we've been able to ensure that convicted criminals are kept out of pardon. I also got to learn a lesson. I learned that it is not polite to ask for ordinances to be torn up and thrown into the dustbin.
Humour and confidence on display as Rahul Gandhi addressed India Inc. These have been the snapshots of Rahul so far. While Narendra Modi has been a regular with India Inc., Rahul has addressed only a couple of business summits.
Ahead of the 2014 elections, the corporate world is closely watching both Rahul Gandhi as well as Narendra Modi and their vision for the Indian economy. And in that context, the comparisons between the two are inevitable.
The fact that he agreed to come, he engaged, he had, I think, a vision for India and industry within that economic growth for India, which actually is music to our ears.
The welcome part is that there was a perception, and I'm using the word perception in the past, that he had been staying away from business platforms, and is coming here and engaging with business people.
From talking about land acquisition to creating more jobs to pitch India as a global hub in manufacturing, Rahul Gandhi tried his best to shed his image of not reaching out to industry.
Poverty cannot be fought without growth. You absolutely 100% need growth to fight poverty. There's absolutely no confusion. my mind about this.
In the past, the criticism against Rahul Gandhi has been that he does not take public positions or speak publicly on crucial issues. Clearly, now there is an attempt to change that perception. With Hina Gambhir, Sandeep Hukan, NDTV.